Today we start a new new topic in mathematics, that is matrices. So singular matrix, which means that a rectangular arrangement of some elements a rectangular arrangement of some elements or components or entity. It can be symbolized as capital letter A, B, C, etc. For example, if we say that A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 is a sort of matrix. It's a sort of arrangement of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. And in this case, A is said to be a matrix containing 4 components or 4 numbers. Now, in this case, that the components are arranged in rows and columns. So, now whenever these components or the entity or the numbers are arranged in rows and columns in a rectangular manner, then we can say this is a sort of matrix. Whenever these are arranged in rows and columns, we say that is the order of matrix. Whenever the elements are arranged in rectangular manner, we can say that the number of rows and columns as the order of matrix. So next, that is order of matrix. Order of matrix, which can be symbolized as m by n. So in this case, m represents the number of rows and n represents the columns. So, for example, when we say that A 1, 2, 3, 4, the order of matrix is 2 by 2. So, when it is represented as 2 rows, means row number 1 and row number 2, 2 rows and 2 columns are there, so that can be represented order of matrix as 2 by 2 matrix, or number of rows is 2 and number of column is 2. So, this is what said to be the order of matrix. Similarly, if we say that B 1, 2, 3, in this case we can say that the order of matrix is this is 1 row by 3 columns. So therefore, this is a 1 by 3 matrix. So likewise, the matrices can be ordered as m by n form of the matrix, or 2 by 2, 1 by 3, 2 by 4. So likewise, it can be represented as the order of matrix. Now we will see the different types of matrices. Different types of matrices. So far as the arrangement of the components or the entity are present, the entire matrices that can be divided into that a rectangular matrices, where we can say that M means the number of rows should not be equal to that N, or in this case we can say that number of rows should not be equal to the number of columns. For example, A 1, 2, 3. In this case, the order of matrix is 1 by 3 matrix. B 1, 2, 3. So in this case, this is a matrix whose order is 3 by 1, means 3 rows and 1. Or we can say that C is another matrix which contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where the number of rows is 2 and number of column is 3. So 2 by 3 matrix. So all these are your rectangular matrices. Second one, that is your square matrix. So square matrix where the number of rows will be equal to. So square matrix where the number of rows m should be equal to n, where m and n are the number of rows and columns. So if the number of rows and columns will be equal, then in such cases we can say that this is sort of square matrix. For example, A that is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, or B that is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a matrix in which this is a 2 by 2 matrix, this is 3 by 3 matrix. So these are some of the square matrices. So this is your second category. First category of the rectangular matrix where n should not be equal to n, means number of rows should not be equal to number of columns. Second one, that is square matrix where both rows and columns will be same. Third one, now here we can say that unit matrix. Unit matrix, or this is a sort of matrix where, or in other words we can say that this is a sort of square matrix. This unit matrix is a sort of square matrix where the components, diagonally the components are 1 So these are unit matrices. This is a unit matrix where the order of matrix is 2 by 2 and 3 by 3. Then comes zero matrix. Zero matrix is a sort of matrix whose all the components will be 0. All components will be 0. Let A is a zero matrix of order 2 by 2. So in this case 0, 0, 0, 0. This is a zero matrix of order 2 by 2. Or if we say that B 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0. So this is one zero matrix of order 3 by 3 matrix. So that is why this is a sort of zero matrix. So these are the different types of matrices that we have gone through. Next step, the transpose of matrix. Transpose of matrix. Transpose of matrix is that property of the matrix or the characteristics of the matrix in which that the rows of a particular matrix can be changed to or reversed to that of the columns, and columns will be the rows. Let us consider that if A is a matrix whose components or the entities are 1, 2, 3, 4, where the rows are 1, 2 and 3, 4, so the transpose of matrix AT, which is symbolized as AT, transpose of matrix of A, that will be considered to 1, 3 and 2, 4. Now in this case carefully you will see that here which were previously the rows, now this becomes the column, and those which are previously columns now becomes the rows. So that is why transpose of matrix means is the arrangement of that the entities in a reverse manner. Previously which was there in that the rows, now it can be changed to the columns, and columns will be the rows. Then the next one, properties of matrix. Properties of matrix. Equality property. Equality property. So two matrices are said to be equal only when the order of the matrices are equal and also the components will be equal. Let us consider that A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in that case we can say that A is equal to B. But if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, In such cases, we cannot say that A is equal to B, or in other words, this is a sort of thing where A is not equal to B. So, whenever both the order of the matrices will be equal and at the same time the entities are also equal, then in such cases we can say that both these matrices are equal or equal matrices. Now, similarly, this can be related to two components, means two matrices, where if A is one matrix having the components A, B, C, D, and B is another matrix containing the entities are 1, 2, 3, 4, such that A is equal to B, the condition given A is equal to B, then in that case we can say that A should be equal to A, B, C, D, the components are equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Since 1, 2, 3, 4, so in such cases we can say that A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3, and D is equal to 4. So in this case, whenever two matrices are equal by properties, then in that case the corresponding components or the corresponding entities will be also equal. So this is what your equality property. Property number 2, that is addition property. So addition property, according to that addition property, two matrices can be added only when their order of matrices will be equal. For example, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to minus 1, 4, 5, minus 3, then in such cases the addition is possible, and in such cases we can say that A plus B, that will be equal to the corresponding components that will be equal, means that will be added up, or it can be 1 plus minus 1 and 2 plus 4, 3 plus 5, 4 plus minus 3, or correspondingly we can say that this will be equal to 0, 6, 8 and 1. So therefore, only when the components, the order of the matrices will be equal, then only the addition can be possible, and in such cases the corresponding components that can be added up and will be getting the the sum of the matrices. Similarly, if we take the additive identities, just like in case of algebra, we have already seen that additive identities means additive identities. So if we have taken A plus 0, in such cases this becomes A, which is a property which is otherwise called as additive identity. Similar thing that happens in case of the matrix, that if A is a matrix whose components are 1, 2, 3, 4, and whenever it will be added with one 0 matrix of the same order 0, 0, 0, 0, then in that case we will be getting A plus B, that is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 plus 0, 1, 2 plus 0, 2, 3 plus 0, 3 and 4 plus 0, 4. In such cases we can say that this is additive identity property of the matrices. So now since it is having the additive identity property, so we can also find out the additive inverse like the other algebraic properties. For example, when we say that A plus minus A, that is equal to 0, then in this case we can say that A minus A is the additive inverse of A, or A is the additive inverse of minus A. So that means in such cases we can say additive inverse is that one or that entity which when added with the previous entity or the given entity, so that the sum will be 0. So similarly, in case of matrices also, we are having additive inverse. For example, if A is a matrix containing 1, 2, 3, 4, so the additive inverse of A, that will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. So that whenever these two will be added up, then we will be getting a 0 matrix. So that means additive inverse in case of the matrices, whenever two matrices are added up such that we will be getting the sum as the 0 matrix, then in such cases we can say that the matrices are additive inverse of each other. Similarly, the next property, that is the property of subtraction. Property of subtraction. Just like the addition property, here also in case of the subtraction property, if A is a matrix of order m by n and V is another having the same number of rows and columns or order of the matrix m by n, then in such cases here the subtraction is possible. Means B can be subtracted from A and A can be also subtracted from B. So this is just simple, as simple as in case of the algebraic properties. For example, if A is a matrix containing -3, 4, 2, -6 and B is 1, 5, 3, -7, then in such cases A minus B, that is equal to -3, -1, 4 minus 5, 2 minus 3 and -6 -7 or +7. So in total we will be getting that the subtracted or the difference of these two matrices are -4, -1, -1 and 1. So in case of addition and subtraction, matrices can be added up or subtracted if the order of matrices will be equal, irrespective of the entities. Next property, that multiplication of matrix. Multiplication of matrix with scalar quantities. Scalar quantities in the sense numerical or the numeric values or the numbers. For example, if A is a matrix having 3, 4, 7, 8, then we can say that 3A, that is equal to 3 into 3, 4, 7, 8, or this can be equal to 9, 12, 21 and 24. So here the scalar value will be multiplied with all that entities whichever is given. This is what said to be the multiplication of matrix with scalar. Let us take an example. Let us take an example that if A is a matrix containing the components 1, 2, 3, 4, B is another matrix which contains 5, -3, 2, 1. So we can find out 2A plus 3B. A plus 3B as 2 into 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3 into 5 minus 3, 2, 1, or this can be equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 15 minus 9, 6, 3, and in total we will be getting 2 plus 15, 17, 4 minus 9 minus 5, 6 plus 6, 12, and 8 plus 3, 11. Here is an example given to you to find out the value of x and y. So in this case, how we will find out this one? Just like that algebraic equation, here we can say that this becomes minus x and 2x minus minus 8 4y is equal to 7 minus 8. Now, in this the first equation that will be represented as minus x minus minus 8 means plus 8 is equal to 7, or from this we can say that x is equal to 8 minus 7, that is equal to 1. Similarly, the second equation will be getting from here that 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 8. Therefore, putting the value of x as 1, will be getting here 2 minus 4y, that is equal to minus 8, or in other words minus 4y, that is equal to minus 10. So cancelling that minus and minus, will be getting y is equal to 10 by 4, or this becomes 5 by 2, or therefore 2 whole 1 by 2. So likewise, by taking that the properties of addition, subtraction and multiplication of the vectors, multiplication of the scalars, that we can calculate or we can find out the value of x and y.